Okay, now while I've got this background, now as you can see, I've done all of the black and the darkers, but I didn't make it all black. I mixed it a combination of the reds, the greens, the yellows, and I just picked up a little bit of color along to just add some little highlights here and there. And that will kind of give it a little embellished texture. Now while I have my darker color here, I'm going to mix a little bit of the black, a little bit of the green, a little bit of the red, so that it's not all one solid color. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to highlight all of our darker areas. Just while we have it already mixed, might as well. All I've done is come in and do our darker areas. So I've got some paint on the canvas. Okay, there we have that. We've used all of our darker area. Now I'm going to come in and the next lesson will be these leaves. So, how to do the green leaves here. I've got mixed right here yellow, yellow ochre, and some white. And all I'm going to do is gingerly add and mix until I can even mix it when it's on this canvas right here. If I say I don't like it and I put it down and I worry, oh my God, I've made a mistake, I don't like it, while it's still wet, I can take it and just rub over it and take it off. Doesn't hurt anything. This other area where I started to paint, oh, I decided I didn't like it. If it sits too long, you can't take it off. Well, but while it's still wet, you can. So now we've got a little bit of mixture of area, and all I'm doing is adding some nice area for the edges of the leaves. That's all I'm doing. You're the artist. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just nice little strokes. I can come in here and do a lot of nice little detail. I can actually fill in this whole area. I can decide how light it is. I am in control. I don't have to do the exact color that was here. But here, since I've got white on my brush, I'm going to come in here and get this white done now. Notice how I drag the paint into the wet up there. And when it's wet, you can move the paint around. See? It moves it around. It's still wet and it'll drag. And all I'm doing is dragging and occasionally adding another little color to drag it, to drag it, to drag it. Look at how nice that's getting. See that? It's got just a nice little texture to it. And we've just actually embellished all of the leaves, and they're just what we want to do for our project. Well, I've got the yellow ochre out. I'm going to go ahead and touch up these little places down here, which were the little stems, while I've got it wet on my brush. See how nice this is? It's just amazing how nice this looks. And we just add a little bit around. And while I've got the little brush here, I'm going to add a little, bring that color down. Take a little bit of orange, drag the orange in like so. Now I'm going to go ahead to the other in the next lesson for the pink. Next lesson is the pink. I prefer to work from dark to light. So I'm going to start with a little bit of darker color for the pink over here, and I'm just going to lay it in darker on the edges so that I have some dark colors over to the edges. I'm going to work quickly because I'm going to drag all this. I'm going to make this all come to the white. Now I'm going to add a little bit of white, and I'm just going to start dragging. Notice I'm just dragging that color, adding a little bit of water to it, just dragging, 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 dragging. So all I'm doing is dragging, adding a little color, dragging, 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 dragging. Oops, don't like what I did there. Remember what I said? Take your wet it in. I go, oops, I don't like that, get it off. Okay, so now I got the white here. I'm going to add some nice more white. And some more pink. And I'm just stroking this so that I'm actually making leaves. Remember, I put the dark over here, which will allow me to drag it down. I can go into my paintbrush and get some darker colors. Watch what I do. Take a little bit of dark on one side of my brush, a little bit of red on the other. And I got red on one side and black and darker on the other. And I'm just dragging it. Drag, 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 drag. And anywhere I want to, I can come in here and add a few little textures just for color. And wow, is this list looking fabulous? All we're doing is embellishing. And if it leaves a little bit of drop of paint, all the better. I'm just for fun going to take and just drop some little embellish areas on here just for highlights. Just for highlights. And drag it in. Is that looking fabulous or what? Okay. See this close area here where I have the white and I haven't put any paint of the dark? I'm going to come right back in with this dark and this red. And I'm going to drag, drag, drag. Drag, drag, drag. Now watch this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to actually just pull this